Today we are unboxing, setting up, doing a demo of, and reviewing Leatherface. So this guy is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Pretty Woman Leatherface. I have been after this guy since it came out. I was trying to save a little bit of money and not buy him online. I finally went today, found him in stores. So I'm going to set this thing up because I am super pumped to now have all of the 80s slashers. So now I'm going to add this 6-foot Leatherface to my collection. And I also really love Leatherface. If you don't know that, now you do. I have a pretty wide selection of masks over on the wall behind the camera of Leatherface. A lot of stuff I do revolves around Leatherface. So let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. Alright guys, so inside of Leatherface's box is his beautiful Pretty Woman face. We have some leg poles, we got arms, we have some boots, have our directions, some metal forms, his bag of clothes, the main mechanism, his chainsaw, and his massive base. So let's get into setting him up. So the first thing we do here is put his shoes on. So his boots have these big slots in the bottom of them. So you're going to want to place that down over top. And it's going to slide over top of the angled bars here. So now that we got those done, next are going to be his leg poles. So his leg poles have these snap buttons in them. Just go ahead and slide that down on, hit the buttons, you'll hear it click. Same thing on the other side. Now we got that. Next is going to be his pants. And inside is kind of like a lining, so you're going to want to make sure to have that just right. I don't see... So it's basically like 2 pairs of pants inside and out. I honestly don't think it matters which way they go. This side looks dirtier. We're going to go ahead and put this side on first. You want to take the elastic and kind of stick it around his hips here. Slide his pants down, exposing these poles, because now we're going to put his upper half on. Next is Leatherface's main mechanism. This one is kind of going to be a pain because of the angle of the legs right now. So we'll go ahead and snap this in. Now that we have his main mech on, we're going to take part D, which is his belly hoop. So we're going to slide that into these 2 prongs down here, just like that. Next we have this fabric liner. It's just basically to make him look a little fatter. They want us to go ahead and slide this over top. It's basically kind of like a vest. Giving him that shape. Make sure it goes over top of the belly there. So this is like a stiffer material. Kind of makes him, give him some shape into his torso and stuff. Next up we have his jacket. So we're going to slide that over. And we got to make sure this little strap gets attached. We have his IR sensor, but this undershirt now needs tied in the back. So we can go ahead and flip this up and over. Pull down this vest again. Make sure it's right. Get it velcroed. And honestly, we can tuck in his sensor through this hole. Feed that wire through while we're inside the vest right now. And plug that in. Now that we got that plugged in, we can go ahead, pull this shirt down. And go ahead and tie this undershirt around the fabric liner. Get it nice and tight. Not super duper tight, but tight enough to where it won't go anywhere. Then we can go ahead and pull his shirt back down. He's going to look a little goofy for a second. Alright, next is part H, which is his left hand. We're going to slide this up and through the sleeve. Again, you just want to be very careful with these, that you don't rip the fabric. Then you can reach up through the shirt and inside. Snap that down in there. Now we have part I, which is his right arm. Again, reach up through the shirt. Find the two prongs. Now that we have that connected, we can go ahead and hook up the wire that's in his arm. And then we're gonna have to fish around and get all this back out a little better here. We can pull his pants up. I forgot to do that. Go ahead and pull his pants up. Next up, we have his tie, which you're gonna wanna just put around the collar. You can put that underneath the shirt collar. Fold the shirt collar back. You can adjust it once his head's in. Oh, and I did forget part E, which is his back hip hoop. You're going to want to install that on the very back. I totally forgot about that piece. That just slides in right in the back. Quick and easy. Then you can put your pants all the way around that. I knew I was missing something. Next up is his head. Mess his hair up because his hair is definitely messed up in all of the movies and all the masks that I have. But look at this face. I love it. The mask is actually pretty decent. It's not bad. You could put, if you really wanted to, you could put a better one on it. Like I could go with the Trick or Treat Studios mask or whatever I really want, to be honest. But next we're just going to slide this down in through this gap up here. His head just rests on that. Go ahead and pull his shirt collars around. Get those up. Next up is the chainsaw. Now in his right hand he has a connection, so we got to be careful with that and watch for that. But we're going to go ahead and slide the chainsaw in his hand. There's a Velcro strap inside. You're going to want to undo that, and then that will wrap around the chainsaw itself. I need like 6 hands right now. But you can go ahead now, plug in the cord. Alright, so now that we have that done, which is a lot of finagling, that is kind of a pain. If you have an extra set of hands, it'd be nice too. This chainsaw is kind of a pain to get to. But next was his adapter. Should have done this before. So I always like to run it down through the pant leg. But you just want to make sure it's out of the way of his mechanisms and his springs and all that stuff. So I would put it down through this front body form. That way it's out of the way. And just make sure it goes down a pant leg. They have a zip tie on the main mech box. So you got to take this plastic cover off to plug it in. Got them plugged in there. With the Velcro on the lower half of the pants, they attach to the shoes. So the pants are directional. I actually have my pants on backwards. Doesn't really matter much as far as having the Velcro. So make sure your Velcro matches up to your shoes. Alright, let's go ahead, plug this guy in, and give him a demo. Alright, so overall, I love him. Just because I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I've been wanting to add Leatherface to my collection. Now I finally can, because just about everyone's came out with a Leatherface this year. Lowe's has one, Party City has one, and now Spirit. I'm definitely getting the other version from Party City as well. But this one is really cool. I wanted both versions. I know a lot of you said Party City's is better. Yes, it is. But Pretty Woman is also my favorite version of Leatherface. I have a lot of Pretty Woman masks, and the Killing version is also extremely cool. I definitely want that one, so I will be buying the Party City version too. So overall, this thing is cool. I mean, you can dinge up the hands. They are super plasticky, which I know a lot of people were complaining about from the Lowe's. But, I mean, it's plastic to begin with, guys. Like, it's gonna look like plastic. It's plastic. His body, you can mess around with it a little bit to make it look a little better. Like, I'm gonna mess with the shoulders a little bit more to fatten that up. And that shirt that's inside there, that stuffing, you can mess with that because it keeps like popping in and out. So you can mess with that some more and get that to keep shape, hopefully. But overall, I love this thing. Leatherface looks awesome. It's definitely huge. The mask, you can even take this off, put a different mask on it if you want to, and you have a better version of Pretty Woman. You can put that on. You could change the whole outfit, and you could use the 1974 Killing version, put that mask on this, and dress it with an apron or whatever you want to do. His motion's kind of lackluster, especially with all of today's technology that we have. I feel like they could have done a lot more with that, but it is what it is. I think it's pretty cool. You can mess around with the angle on the chainsaw. Right now I have him facing this way. If you put it in the other way down at the bottom, it'll angle it up. So we're gonna mess around with that some more. And this thing looks sweet. I love it. I'm super glad. My youngest daughter wanted to go to Spirit Halloween today, and we walked in and found this thing right there as soon as we walked in. But this thing is definitely awesome. Is it worth the money? If you're a collector and you love Texas Chainsaw and you use a coupon, you get it to about $300 after tax. You get it under $300 after taxes. Is about what you can get. So I would say for a collector, yes, it is a steep price tag. I understand that, but for a collecting piece, I would say it's all right. I mean, it is a pretty good dent in the pocketbook, but it is Texas Chainsaw, and that's what you're paying for, is the name Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of Leatherface. I can't wait to set him up. So if you guys like animatronic unboxings, Halloween yard haunt setups, or just Halloween in general, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you on that next video. Thanks for watching.